What's interesting about that too is we celebrate people out here that have one area figured out, that they're the best at one area. For example, professional athletes. A lot of professional athletes come for my neck if you want to. I see some of y'all in the gym and y'all definitely be running your mouth. Some of you make a whole lot of money, but you're shit people. Some of you are not making a whole lot of money, riding the bench, but you're great people. And very few of you are great people and making a lot of money. Because to be great in multiple areas, it requires decisive action day in, day out. Most people that have an imbalance or a disproportionate capability in some place tend to not see the need to better themselves in other spots. So just as you see an imbalance of power in the power dynamics with law enforcement and those getting pulled over, with literally anything, you have people that are hyper-focused on being great in one place, but I would encourage every single person listening to this, even if you don't ever listen to another episode again, get better in every area. Have people that can hold you accountable for different things. Okay, if you want to be spiritual, surround yourself with people that you find are further along their spiritual journey than you are. If you want to be a better athlete, get yourself around coaches and other athletes that are better than you. If you want to make more money, maybe surround yourself with sound people that make a hell of a lot more money than you do. If you want to trade better, this can be applied to everything. Yep. But not only do you need the community with people that are on this collective journey with you, this experience, but you also need people that can put you in your place and say, you're acting stupid. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be doing that. You do need to be doing this. If you're really about that, your actions will look this way. If you want to be rich, don't take advice from broke people.
Fact. And that's with anything.
It doesn't make any sense. And I know we keep bringing it back to money, but that's the easiest way for us to communicate the concept that we're here, because you can see it. You can see the ones and zeros in your bank account, or the lack thereof. You can see the green numbers or the red numbers in your bank account. You can see the debits and credits.
And I would add to that the beautiful thing about once you have figured out the money part of your life, and for some people, 6 figures and they're straight because they get by on $500 a month, right? For some people, their appetite would necessitate $1 million, $10 million, $100 million. That's not our place to call, right? But once somebody locks in the money part, in my humble opinion, there becomes very, very little excuse to not begin to pour into the other areas, because that's the funny thing about money, is that either people figure it out in such a way that the money gives them freedom, or they find themselves in a situation where they are slave to the thing that makes them the money.
Money's never a problem until you don't have it. Cardone talks about that a lot. And it's interesting, Ryan was talking about this too. You get your personal finances, Ryan Odom, for those of y'all that don't know who that is, super cool guy, has a finance course, personal finance, great dude. He says all the time that, you get your personal finances in check, a lot of other things, the capability and your ability to open up and better other parts of your life because you're not stressed about the money, because it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs here, right? If you're having to worry about the roof, the food, and getting to and from your job, car or no car, hop on MARTA, you have less time to spend on other things. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's 24 hours in a day, right? And if you're talking about day by day getting to a metric that you're trying to hit, you just don't have as much energy. You don't have as much time. Mm-hmm. Goodness knows if you're you're out here trying to better yourself in multiple scenarios and your finances are not in check, I promise you, you will not reach the heights of what you could in some other places if you're stressed about money. Does not mean that you need X amount of money. Some people, like Sae'Von was saying, are very comfortable with X number. We're not telling you how much money you need or how much money that you can or cannot spend. However, if you're not stressed about money, your life's going to be better.
Fact. You can't get away from that. And I think that's part of why instinctively we're using that kind of as the gauge for this conversation, because everybody has to figure out money. There's not a single person listening to this that does not have to figure out the money equation of their life. And, at the end of the day, extending your comfort zone in terms of what one believes to be a possibility in their own life as a result of their own actions, like that's a necessary conversation. And in some ways, I'm surprised we haven't had it already, man.
About thinking big, dreaming big?
Yeah, like in that context. Not that we don't give off those intentions and those principles, but this is how you think big.
Well, sometimes it's just the energy we carry with us,
Yeah.